Let's talk more about the argument between developed and developing economies in terms of financial needs. What financial challenges are developing countries facing because the developed countries are not delivering their commitments?
There is a particular inequality towards developing countries. Some of them, I think in particular to African countries, are not emitting CO2, but they are the first victims of climate change. And this inequality cannot be managed without public support. The next COPs, the next one will be in Egypt, and my wish in Egypt, rich countries will meet their commitments, and this time these commitments must be met. We have to insist on adaptation to the situation, and when you have to adapt, you need more and more public finance.
We know that developed countries also said, and they don't want the financial aid to developing countries to become a liability. Mr. Solheim, how to bridge the differences?
The Western arrogance, which we saw in Glasgow, where some nations were running around finger pointing to India as a culprit of climate emissions. I mean, let's be honest. North American climate emission per capita up to this point are 25 times Indians. India is still under the sustainability level, which we want to bring the climate down to. So how can anyone blame India? India is not a part of the problem. India is a part of the solution, because India is rapidly moving in a green direction. But let's point to China as even better. Chinese emissions are much lower than European or North American up to this point. But China is now rapidly moving ahead, providing the solutions. And the two biggest developing nations, China and India, can do a lot to invest in other developing nations.